Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Atlanta Dream. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And a few teams out there really building momentum heading toward the postseason.
Yeah, Blake, peaking at the right time, it's every coach's dream.
That and the availability of your superstars.
The shot by Canada, no good. And here's Indiana. Pass to Clark. Buries it down low.
Very tight defense, but you didn't think that would bother Clark, did you?
Now Canada. Gray. On the wings, Satou Sabally. Screen by Smith. From deep, Satou Sabally. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
This is one of the areas where Sabaly's improved since first entering the league. She's able to hit that shot and help space the floor.
Samuelson outside. Let's go with a three. Nailed from three-point land.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
An expansion team back in 2008, the Dream had some serious early success in the W.
Well, you remember, they went 4-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those to the Dream. Still looking for that first WNBA championship. Absolutely no fear, guys. Mixing it up in the paint with bigger players.
Here's Clark. The rebound by Gray. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Back to Canada. Smith. Pass to Canada. Just 5 on the clock. Over Boston. Beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Another miss. 1 for 4 here early.
Out to the right wing. Caitlin Clark with the 3. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Gray outside. Pass to Canada. Sabally. She's covered by Clark. And here's Smith. Shoots the 3. Caitlin Clark pulls it in. Now about 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Katie Lou on the wing. And good, as it snugs right down through the net.
Honestly, that might be the last player on the floor you want in rhythm. Can't let Samuelson get comfortable. She'll burn you.
Now here is Canada. She's guarded by Alaman. Pass to Sandalasini. Gray outside. Shoots over Clark. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Outside, Sabally. Pass to Sandalasini. And the foul called on Caitlin Clark. That is the first foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gray. Clock at 4. To end the run. They grab their own miss. Pass to Berger. Canada with it. Now here's Sabally. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
You simply have to account for Satou Sabally from outside, even from way outside. Her long-range shot is one of her greatest strengths.
And here's Boston, covered by Smith. In deep, and she can't bank that one in.
Strong work defensively in the low post. You've got to be tough down there in the paint.
And she was, mainly because she doesn't want to give up any easy buckets. I mean, she will fight you tooth and nail.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That's her first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, Atlanta. It's a three-point game. Clark outside. Pass to Hole. Shot clock at 6. Back to Clark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Fever on top. They're up by 3. And back in a moment. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
A lot of tough D by them so far. It's been a difference maker.
Nothing has gone up uncontested for the most part. And look, that's why they've had success.
Here's Clark. And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Pass to Berger. And now Egbo. Chalk up 2 right there.
A throwback in today's game. Egbo excels around the hoop, doesn't venture too far away from the rim.
Clark outside. That's tipped. Pass to Hole. Takes the 3. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Well, from range, Lexi Hull, very effective. Certainly a player you cannot give open looks to.
Starting the second quarter and about a minute gone. It's Burton. She's covered by Clark. Vincent misses the 3. The Fever with the lead. Clark outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Timeout. They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Atlanta calls timeout. It's Burton. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Egbo. 6 to shoot. Now Burton. She's guarded by Alaman. The Dream again can't hit. Out to the wing. Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely. And here is Alemán. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Berger. Burton, Hole defending. Now Burton inside. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. The Dream making a switch here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Up top, Clark, covered by Berger. To the inside, Sabally with the steal. And here comes the break. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Neck.
First team foul.
Well, Berger plays with a little extra sauce. She is lights out from the stripe.
Berger. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as she hits both shots. So it's Indiana now. They lead by 4. Here's Clark. She made that one. Basket number 3 for her, and she's also missed 2.
Well, when Clark's on the floor, defenses in general have to extend way outward. And that creates a lot of opportunities in the lane.
Pass to Berger. Smith with it. Beyond the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
And in 2023, Melissa Smith led the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage.
You know, defensive rebounding, it's not a skill we talk a lot about, but it's so important. You end a defensive possession with the board. And Smith, she's as good as anyone in boxing out, securing the glass.
Pass to Sabali. Fires the 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Really good at working off the ball. You see Sabali find space and make well-timed cuts. She just gets it.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. So both teams making some changes here. Indiana with the ball. Aleman with it. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Up top, Samuelson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Sandalacini. And here's Satu Sabali outside. It's hauled in by Boston. And it's the Fever ball. Aleman with it. Now guarded by Smith. Samuelson outside. There's the triple. In the hoop for her third make from the field. She's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
They're hovering above, right around 50% for the game in three-pointers, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Pass to Gray. Now Smith. Screen by Smith. And here's Satu Sabali outside. Fails to score, and she's 3 for 5.
Shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind.
Don't let the opponent score again.
Fast break. Here come the Dream. Zandalasini. Jordan Canada for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Holland. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Fever ahead, up 2. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're measuring up the shot.
And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. One player who's been getting it done is Sabali.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Outside Canada. Pass to Smith. Sabali. Clock at 6. Gray. She's covered by Clark, and she makes that one.
Developing nicely since entering the league, Gray has added some different elements to her game that are paying off on the court.
Shot's good by Clark.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. She attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
Count that one.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Now here's Clark. Gray defending. Samuelson. No good with the triple. Atlanta trailing here. Now here is Canada. Pass to Gray. Smith with it. To the paint. Here's Andalassini. And she hits it to tie up the game.
They're doing some work here in the second half. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Clark outside. Samuelson. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Outside Canada. Pass to Gray. Smith outside. Sabali. Gray outside. Right side Canada. Here's Smith from the elbow. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
And here is Aleman. Caitlin Clark with the 3. It's rebounded by Sabali. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Canada.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The Fever pull it in.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Here's Williams. That shot off.
Rebound battle split about evenly.
Yeah, neck and neck on the glass. Just one aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game.
And we love the close games.
Absolutely.
Here's Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
And they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ball game.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback, so you just have to like their chances the rest of the way.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Both teams changing it up here. Here's Aleman. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. 2 points. That one goes in.
Oh, that's an elegant move to drop in the floater.
Now Burton. Gray outside. Burton. Back to Gray. Just 4 to shoot. Good on the triple.
Oh, we've seen Gray make huge strides shooting-wise, becoming more than solid from beyond the arc.
Aleman with it. It's Katie Lou on the wing. Past Aleman. Back to Samuelson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Now here's Berger. She's guarded closely. on the left. Burton. Off target with the three. The Fever trailing. Here's Alima. Up and in on the layup.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
Pass to Burton. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go that time. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. Fever ahead, leading by a point. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And so here's Atlanta. They trail by one. Now Berger. Pass to Jones. From beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. Here's the Fever with the ball. To the middle. And that one's good. Stokes.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Now here's Berger. Here's Jones. Cole defending. Three-pointer. Cole with the rebound. Indiana with the ball. It's a three-point game. It's stolen. Fast break. Here come the Dream. Here's Jones. The second chance effort. Cole with the rebound.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Clark outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 shooting night.
Offensively, she can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Atlanta trailing here. Pass to Jones. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Berger. She's covered by Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the three. Drains the three-pointer.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Down low. Here's Stokes. It's rebounded by Atlanta. And here's Burton. Pass to Egbo. Now Burton. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Cole. The three ball. And Berger pulls it down. Haley Jones on the wing. It's good from long range.
And Jones is ready for these moments. Embraces those important shots.
Now here's Alaman. Lexi Hole on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here's Berger. She's covered by Clark. Watches it. Berger no good. So it's Indiana now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lexi Hole on the wing. The three is up. That shot missing. Atlanta leading. Berger with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. Pass to Egbo. Burton outside Sabali. Hole with the rebound.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Clark with it. Working on Jones. Alema. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Great awareness by Clark there. Fantastic at finding her open teammates.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now Sabali. Here's Andalasini. Offensive rebound. Gray outside. Three-pointer from past the arc. And Zandalasini is good for three.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Now here's Alamar. Guarded by Canada. Up top, Alamar. 6 to shoot. Here's Samuelson. Drains it from downtown.
What a vital bucket for this team. Katie Lou Samuelson.
Atlanta calls timeout. Canada. She's covered by Clark. Right side, Sabali. Zandalasini. From deep, Alicia Gray. No look on that one.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Clark outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from downtown.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear, no matter what the lead is. It's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Pass to Zandalasini. They get it back. Fires for three. Trifecta!
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
And that's an intentional foul.
Canada. Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Fever who come out on top here. And they break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
This is a win they should take a ton of pride in. They battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.